I have a puzzle for you, and I believe the Lord has recently revealed its solution. It will be easy to show you the solution once you understand the pieces. The pieces consist of facts about my son and about my 6936 vision. Ingvar Auki Newbrander. And no, that's not a pseudonym, that is his actual name. He is our only son, and was born alive and then died just minutes later on March 26, 2020. The date, 326, is a clear nod to Strong's G326, which means to recover life. He was a man-child, literally born to be caught up unto God, like the man-child of Revelation 12:5. So we think of him as our rapture baby. We held his funeral and buried him on April 4, 2020. Interesting, since April 4 this year is Nissan 17, as commonly reckoned. Also, it is important to know that he was born quite premature. His due date was June 11, 2020. As for my 6936 vision, it is the only vision I have ever been given while fully awake. In the vision, I saw a large, heavily emphasized 69, and then briefly looked away from it, and when I looked back, I saw in its place a less emphasized 36. That is all. I received this vision on August 26, 2023. Ever since 2024, I've known that my 6936 vision is supernaturally related to Ingvar, my son. There are two big reasons for this. The first is a deep timing structure which cannot possibly be coincidence. 3,669 hours after the beginning of Ingvar's birthday is the beginning of the date on which I was given the 6936 vision. Then, exactly 6,936 hours later brings us to the beginning of the anniversary of Ingvar's due date. Another 6,936 hours later brings us full circle, to the end of his birthday. What are the chances, right? And then, the second reason is on November 3, 2024, exactly 69 days after the anniversary of my 6936 vision, I was given a God dream in which Astrid and I left baby Ingvar atop Mount Zion and then found ourselves escaping a flood in our flight back to Ingvar and Zion. In considering what the dream meant, I came upon the fact that the only chapter 69 in the Bible has a total of just 36 verses. And just look at the beginning and end of this chapter, Psalm 69. Here's the first and second verses. Save me, O God, for the waters are come in unto my soul. I sink in deep mire, where there is no standing. I am come into deep waters, where the floods overflow me. And the last two verses, 35 and 36, say, For God will save Zion, and will build the cities of Judah, that they may dwell there, and have it in possession. The seed also of his servants shall inherit it, and they that love his name shall dwell therein. Ingvar is certainly the seed of God's servants, and in my dream he was in Mount Zion, and we were fleeing the flood on our way back to him in Zion. Clearly, my November 3 dream about Ingvar was based on Psalm 69, which has 36 verses. So Astrid and I have long wondered about just why the topics of our son Ingvar and my 6936 vision are so supernaturally intertwined. This has deeply puzzled us. But we believe the Lord gave us a puzzle because he was going to give us the solution. I suspect it was the Lord who just recently nudged me to discover a very exciting possible solution, one which makes perfect sense in light of everything else we've been noticing recently. Exactly 69 months lie between Ingvar's due date and March 12, 2026, which happens to be exactly 36 days before April 17, 2026, our Nissan 16 through 17 Ultimate Watch date. To top it off, the EU date format, 11th of June, looks very much like the Hebrew date 116 or Nissan 16, the end of this timing structure declared by its beginning, if you will. And speaking of EU date format, the European date format of the day after our April 16 through 18 Ultimate Watch is written 19-4, which looks exactly like the simple gematria value of Ingvar's full name, 194. Is this a purposeful hint that he will finally be ours to hold on April 19? Another common way to write his name has a simple gematria value of 174. Pretty incredible, given everything else we know about his situation.